What's going on, YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. I'm going to try to get this little review done before it really starts raining because it's starting to sprinkle right now. The window's over there. That's why I'm doing this. Before it starts raining, I don't just have a crick in my neck, whatever that means. But I'm going to try and get this done real fast. All right, so today we have the Kubey KU212. We're talking about a little lockback with a liner lock with a thumb ramp with D2 steel, with G10 handles, with a pretty comfortable little grip. Now, I have everything right next to me on the computer, so let's go over this guy right here. Overall, we're talking about 8 inches overall length. We're looking at a 3.5 inch D2 blade. We're talking about 4 millimeters of thickness. That's pretty good. That's pretty good for this. We are looking at a Rockwell hardness of 58 to 60. It's got a titanium coated blade treatment. That will help keep the caca off the blade. We have a handle length of 5 inches. Handle overall thickness is 13.6 millimeters, and it feels good in the hand. I'm not gonna lie. It's thick. It's nice and thick. Let's see, G10 in the handles, the clip material. So let's see, your deep pocket clip, which is actually really nice, man. That's kind of a sexy little pocket clip. I like that. It's 6AL4V titanium. Let's just say titanium. So then your washers are ceramic ball bearing, and it weighs 4.55 ounces. And this one is actually designed by Kubey. This isn't a borrowed knife from somewhere. So I do enjoy the spacer. The decorative spacer is really cool. I like the colors. I like the fact that this blade came to me, and I talked about it in another video. This came to me. I had to give a huge shout out to Asshole Gas Guy 1, who is anything but an asshole. He sent me this knife, wanted me to try it out, and I said, well, hell yeah, I'm going to do that. So thanks again, my brother. So far, so good. So obviously, it's a flipper. You can see right here, and it's a good flipper. It flips. I'm not shoo. It flips, man. Really, really nice. I like how there is jimping on the inside of the flipper. So when you have it lined up as a finger guard, you have a good texturing there, good jimping, and then your thumb ramp is also jimped with the same style jimping. So you get a very comfortable and even feel throughout both sides of the knife. Let me close this down there. So that's pretty cool. Now you're going to notice the blade shape. This blade shape is a utility cutter. That's what it's made for. This isn't some survival knife, but I guarantee we'll be able to do some survival with it. This is a cutter. This is made for ripping boxes and just ripping things apart. You could probably skin with this knife. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of comfortable because of the nice thick blade, which carries, you can see all the way down. It remains thick. I like that. You can get a really good grip on it for skinning, but that's, again, not what it's made for. This thing is made to rip and tear. So hold on a second. I say we rip and tear. Let's do that. So what this thing is designed to be able to do is that. I mean, it's made to literally just tear anything in its path. To just rip anything in its path. You want to open stuff up, you open stuff up. That's what this blade design is made to do, and they did a really good job at it. How sharp is it? Let's see. Now, I got kind of excited. I tested it a bunch of times already. Oh, it's knocking hairs off. It's hard to tell with the sunglasses, but let's see if I can even get them in there. Well, you can see them dangling right there, but they're starting to fall off. This coating is really smooth. You see it? Well, if you couldn't see it, too bad now. But it's not like it's not shave a baby's butt sharp out of the box, but it is sharp out of the box. I mean, it's ripping through things. And for the last 3 days, I've been just cutting up stuff just to cut up stuff with it. So who knows? They could probably use a little toning or honing. But all in all, there's your little D2 designation right there. There's your little Kubey right there. And there's some kind of, let's see if we can't get it unblurred. Yeah, I'm really good at that. So anyway, it really does say Kubey there. I know you guys are looking at it and it says, but it says Kubey. So I say we take this thing outside before the rain and see what we can't slice through. Let's see. Oh, no, it's got to be flipped. It's got to be flipped. Otherwise, you're going to throw your shoulder out trying to open it. But so far, so A-okay. Let's keep going. All right, it's starting to rain on me, so it might not be a long video. Yay, you're welcome. All right, so let's start with some nylon rope. Now, being that it's curved and I'm on a kind of round object, let me try and turn it sideways and see if that'll help. Let's see. It's cutting straight through. Yeah, it's hard to find an angle when you're cutting on something like that because of the curve. But obviously, it cut right through the nylon rope. Let's see here. Let's do a cut and drag. Yeah, that was pretty simple. Let's see. Let's cut some vacuum cleaner hose here. Oh, this thing's cut in so many different ways. So here we go. We cut off a piece. Now it's sliced that in half. Of course, I got to get it to the edge because of the curve. And it just literally, man, that is magic. That is magic. Let's see here. We got some sticks laying around. Oh yeah, almost pressed myself into it. So just by using pressure, can I chop light wood and into kindling? Absolutely. That is pretty simple. That is pretty simple. Wonder if I can come down on it. Well, the piece I caught fell off. That was pretty good. Let's see if we can't hit it again. Now it's even smaller. Yeah, I got it again. All right, so you can see I took out a nice big chunk there. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see. We got a nice big piece here. All right, so did we get a split in it? Actually, we did get a little split in it, but it's obviously not a chopper. It's too small. But okay, here we go. Let's get it started. You know what? I'm just gonna find a baton. Why not? Why not? Why the hell not? Let's bang on it. Let's bang on it. We'll see how that coating stays. Man. Oh yeah. Can I use this for survival in a tight pinch? I think so. Remember, you're walking down, like taking a hike, just a hike, and all of a sudden the weather turns for the worse and you can't get out of where you're at. You need to take shelter and take cover. And all you happen to have on you is a pocket knife because you were just doing one of them Gilligan Island 3-hour tour hikes. You're going to need to use whatever knife you have to whatever capabilities it can do. And this guy right here, wonder if we could slice it the long way. Oh yeah. You're going to be able to you're going to need to take that knife and use it to the best of its capabilities. This guy right here, I can use it to the best of its capabilities. So I know that gathering small pieces of wood, and you can break branches with your feet or whatever down to a size where doing stuff like that to process is going to be pretty simple. And this knife right here makes it pretty easy. Now that curve is great for feather sticking. It is not just good, it is great for feather sticking. You have more control because of the curve. You have a great cut angle. This thing is magic for for something like that. And that's when you're talking about survival, you're talking about getting a fire started. I mean, I could do this all day with this guy. Holy mackerel. This thing, that right there, that will help you get a fire started fast. All right, let's try and make a point. I'm gonna make a point. I already made a point. Now we're gonna make it sharp. All right, so we're gonna try and just chop down the tip, because it saves you a whole lot of doing this over and over again just by chopping a tip. You know, you get it down to close, and then you can refine it, and it makes life so much simpler. So now I have a near tip, and I'm just gonna take all that wood away. And this is great, you know what I mean, for making spears and arrows and pit spikes and tent spikes and things like that. Anything you need to where you even just a weapon, you need a secondary handheld weapon for critters or Bigfoot, whatever's in the woods that's coming at you. Believe me, a sharpened stick, man. Native American and African tribes did it for thousands of years, where they sharpened a stick and they took over entire armies. You know what I mean? They defended themselves against entire armies with nothing but sharpened sticks. But it comes down to being just as simple as that. Look at that. Look at that. Sharpen a stick, and bam, if I can stab it into a log, I can stab it into a neck. All right? So there's a knot right there. Woo-hoo! And it's still stuck. Still stuck in. All right. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So while I'm walking around, I expected to see some of this black wore off from all the batoning. Let's see if we can't get a better light. That black is on there perfectly. That's a pretty good coating. Gotta say that's a little impressive. Now throwing this thing, because it's curved like this, that's really, really hard to figure out how to get it done. But I'm gonna try. First, I have to free up my space, because there are branches going across it, and I just want to get those out of there. So let's see. All right, so now I have a clear path to my target, which is right there. Oh, I stuck it and it fell out. That was actually kind of cool. I missed my target, and it landed, as a matter of fact, you can see it right there. It landed right here and stuck and then rolled over. So I think if I actually aimed by looking at it instead of looking at you, let's see. I missed. It's hard. It's hard not looking. All right, so the problem is every time I miss, I gotta go find it. And all that sawdust, this thing blends right in. Ugh, tripping on stuff. Boy, I'm tripping. All right, so let's try again. Oh, it was there. Let's see, I took a nice hard side shot. There is no loosening. None. All right, I'm gonna try again. Short. I cannot throw this knife. What is going on? Let's go 3 yards. Oh, I hit the rear. I gotta back up. Oh man, I am not gonna land this. This is such a hard knife to throw, and guess what? It's not made for it, so that might have something to do with it. One thing I can tell you is this thing can take a beating. Oh, I was there. All right, well, this one's a little difficult to throw. Just that curve, even throwing it short like that, you can see it's difficult. You really have to get it around But here's the good news. Hold on. Watch this. Here it is. It stays. There is. Look at, no wobbling, no loosening, no nothing. I just beat this thing. I didn't want to beat it. I didn't mean to beat it. I really wanted to stick it. But it stuck me instead. This thing held on. The lock still works. Let's see. Close it up there. It's hard to do. Get it all one hand. And boom. Oh my goodness. So, what do I think of this Kubey? Well, I'll tell you what. I think that this is going to be a good cutter for my collection. And what I'm actually going to do today is I'm going to put it in my pocket, and I'm going to have this as my carry for the day. And that way, all my regular knife usage that I use every single day is going to be done with this guy right here, and I'll really be able to get an eye for it. But I mean, so far, so good. This thing devoured whatever I put at it. I mean, throwing this thing into a stump and missing as many times as I did, I'm good like that. I did it on purpose. Really shows off how well it's built, because there's no way in hell a knife should have to go through that. I actually feel bad for it, but sometimes I just miss, you know what I mean? It just works that way. Not usually, but it works that way. Gotta say, Asshole Gas Guy 1, you hooked me up, man. It's a little worker right here. It's a worker bee right here. So speaking of worker bee, I'm Donnie B all day. And until next knife. Wow.